Hey guys, happy Sunday. Merry Christmas almost. We're getting there. I say that even though I'm not a believer. It's tradition. Wanted to talk about red pilling and blue pilling because it's a term I hear get thrown around a lot. And from what I understand it to mean, you guys have all seen The Matrix, where you can take the red pill or the blue pill. The red pill shows you what's really going on, and the blue pill keeps the illusion going for you instead. So that term red pilling in politics has kind of been co-opted by the conservatives, that it means you start seeing things in a conservative light. That's not necessarily true. The war on drugs, you can be red-pilled in a liberal way for the war on drugs. You can come to the realization that the war on drugs was really started by the paper industry because they were feeling threatened by the hemp industry, that they were going to be put out of business. That's red pilling. So I would consider myself to be red pilled, partially because I think that most of these government policies are intentionally harmful, that they're predatory. So I think that the student loan system is intentionally the way it's set up so that college becomes unaffordable unless you go to the military. It otherwise makes you a debt slave. I think that's all intentional. It's not an unintended blowback of government trying to help. It's intentional. I think the same way about the war on drugs. So I think it's good to come to those realizations, but you can reach a point where you've gone too far, and a lot of people do that. So I would say that flat earthers have taken it too far. You're so skeptical of the mainstream narrative that you're no longer thinking critically anymore. If you believe the earth is flat, you are ignoring so many obvious facts of life that you've become what you originally were trying not to be. You've become a mindless drone. I think people who don't think that planes hit the World Trade Center are in that same boat. You're just so intentionally turning away so many life facts that you've become just as dumb as people watching Rachel Maddow. So, on the right, I would say that being too red-pilled gets you to believe in things like QAnon, and you'll watch, InfoWars and believe everything you're hearing. On the left, when you've become too red-pilled, you start believing in things like modern monetary theory, and you've just gone off the deep end. So, take the red pill, but don't overdose. Because if you take so many red pills, you'll overdose and you'll turn blue. And you'll become the very thing you were trying to avoid in the first place. So be critical, but also be smart. Just because the mainstream narrative is wrong doesn't mean everything you've learned or everything you know is false. Think critically always, not just of the media. Think critically about everything. Well, that's my message. I'm headed to Cheyenne, Wyoming. I'm going to be doing a video with John Molnar tonight. It won't be live. I'll have it uploaded later this week. But he's the guy who ran for U.S. Congress from my district in Utah. I met him in person, had him on the show before, and voted for him. And we're going to talk about atheism and statism, and how it's weird that a lot of people who are atheists or agnostics are also very left-wing or socialist and statist, and how that's a weird phenomenon. So stay tuned for that. I will catch you guys on the next live stream.